Hello everyone. Welcome back to Factory Discovery. Today, we'll discuss about very interesting topic, how factories turn fresh fruit into perfect. Popsicles Part 1. The dawn of summer's promise, the morning sun casts its golden rays across endless orchards stretching toward the horizon, where rows upon rows of fruit trees stand like sentinels guarding summer's sweetest treasures. Here, in the fertile valleys of California's central coast, Washington's Columbia River Gorge, and Ontario's Niagara Peninsula, the journey begins with a promise as old as time itself, the promise of capturing nature's fleeting perfection in a form that will bring joy to millions of families across North America and beyond. Picture yourself walking through these orchards at dawn, when the air is crisp and clean, filled with the intoxicating fragrance of ripening fruit. The dewdrops on cherry branches catch the light like tiny diamonds, while strawberry fields stretch like emerald carpets dotted with ruby gems. This is where magic begins, not in some distant fairy tale, but right here in the heartland of agricultural excellence that feeds our modern world. Every piece of fruit destined for our popsicle factory represents months of careful cultivation, where farmers have battled unpredictable weather, protected their crops from pests, and waited patiently for that perfect moment of ripeness. These aren't just ingredients. They're the culmination of generations of agricultural wisdom passed down through farming families who understand that quality begins long before the fruit ever reaches our factory doors. The orchestration required to bring together this symphony of flavors is staggering in its complexity. Logistics coordinators work around the clock, monitoring weather patterns, coordinating with hundreds of growers, and ensuring that when strawberries reach peak ripeness in North Carolina, or when peaches achieve their perfect golden blush in Georgia, refrigerated trucks are standing by to begin the race against time. This is the invisible ballet that makes possible the simple pleasure of unwrapping a popsicle on a hot summer afternoon. Part 2. The Great Harvest Symphony as the first light of dawn breaks across the agricultural landscape. A symphony of activity erupts that would make any orchestra conductor weep with envy. This is harvest season, where timing isn't just important, it's everything. The difference between a good popsicle and an extraordinary one lies in these precious hours when sugar content peaks, when acids balance perfectly with natural sweetness, and when the very essence of summer becomes concentrated in each piece of fruit. Watch as experienced pickers move through the fields with the precision of surgeons and the speed of athletes. Their hands, trained by years of experience, can detect the subtle differences in firmness that indicate perfect ripeness. A strawberry picked too early will lack the intense sweetness that makes children's eyes light up with that first taste. Pick it too late, and the delicate cellular structure begins to break down, compromising the vibrant color and fresh taste that defines premium frozen treats. The technology supporting this ancient art is breathtaking in its sophistication. Optical sensors mounted on harvesting equipment can analyze the color spectrum of individual fruits, rejecting those that don't meet exacting standards. GPS systems track which sections of orchards are ready for harvest down to individual tree rows, while moisture sensors embedded in the soil provide real-time data about sugar concentration levels. But perhaps most remarkable is the human element that no machine can replace. Master fruit selectors, whose expertise has been honed over decades, walk these fields with an almost supernatural ability to predict quality. They can tell by the sound a cherry makes when gently tapped, or by the subtle color variations in a peach's skin, whether that fruit will contribute to a popsicle that creates lasting memories or one that merely satisfies hunger. In climate-controlled sorting facilities adjacent to the fields, the first quality control checkpoint begins immediately. Here, every piece of fruit undergoes inspection that would rival the scrutiny given to precious gems. Size, color, firmness, and even the subtle aromatic compounds that contribute to flavor complexity are analyzed and cataloged, ensuring that only the very best makes it into those refrigerated transport containers bound for our factory. Part 3. The journey to perfection. The moment fruit leaves the orchard, a carefully choreographed race against time begins. Refrigerated transport vehicles, maintained at precisely controlled temperatures, become mobile preservation chambers where the delicate process of maintaining peak quality continues during the journey to our processing facility. These aren't ordinary trucks. They're sophisticated mobile laboratories equipped with atmosphere control systems that regulate not just temperature, but humidity and even oxygen levels to preserve the fruit's cellular integrity. Inside these gleaming vehicles, strawberries rest in specially designed containers that prevent crushing while allowing air circulation. Peaches nestle in custom-molded packaging that protects their delicate skin from bruising. Cherries travel in perforated boxes that maintain optimal moisture levels while preventing the buildup of ethylene gas that could trigger premature ripening. Every detail has been engineered to ensure that when these fruits arrive at our factory, they retain every bit of the flavor intensity they possessed at the moment of harvest. The logistics coordination required to manage this constant flow of perishable cargo is staggering. Traffic control centers monitor weather conditions, road construction, and traffic patterns to optimize delivery routes. If a thunderstorm threatens to delay a shipment of raspberries, alternate routes are calculated within minutes. When highway construction creates potential delays, priority lanes are negotiated with transportation authorities to ensure our precious cargo maintains its cold chain integrity. At weigh stations specifically designated for food transport, USDA inspectors conduct spot checks that go far beyond simple weight verification. Temperature logs are reviewed, documentation is scrutinized, and random samples are tested for quality parameters that will determine whether each shipment meets the exacting standards required for premium frozen treat production. This isn't just bureaucratic procedure, it's the foundation of food safety that protects families across North America. As these mobile treasure chests approach our factory gates, anticipation builds among the processing teams who have been monitoring their progress for hours. Radio communications crackle with updates about arrival times, fruit quality reports, and production scheduling adjustments that will ensure seamless integration of fresh ingredients into our manufacturing process. Part 4. Gateway to transformation. The factory receiving dock buzzes with controlled urgency as the first refrigerated trucks of the day arrive at our state-of-the-art facility. This imposing structure, spanning over 300,000 square feet in the heart of industrial zones from Ontario to Texas, represents the pinnacle of food processing technology. But more than that, it's a temple dedicated to the transformation of nature's bounty into moments of pure joy for families across the Western world. Massive hydraulic doors slide open with a whisper of precision engineering, revealing loading bays maintained at exactly 34 degrees Fahrenheit. Here, the transition from transport to processing begins with military-like efficiency, yet every movement is guided by an almost reverential respect for the precious cargo being handled. Dock workers, dressed in pristine white uniforms and equipped with sanitized handling tools, understand that they're not just moving boxes. They're handling the dreams of children who will soon experience their first taste of summer captured in frozen form. Quality control inspectors armed with digital thermometers, refractometers for measuring sugar content, and pH meters immediately begin their crucial work. Each shipment undergoes scrutiny that would impress pharmaceutical manufacturers. Random samples are extracted for laboratory analysis, while the bulk of the fruit moves through automated conveyor systems designed to minimize handling stress. These aren't simple belt conveyors. They're sophisticated transport networks with cushioned surfaces, variable speed controls, and integrated washing stations that begin the cleaning process even before fruit reaches the main processing floor. The facility's air handling system creates positive pressure environments that prevent contamination while maintaining optimal temperature and humidity levels throughout the receiving area. Ultraviolet sanitization lights cycle on and off in predetermined sequences, eliminating potential pathogens without a affecting fruit quality. Meanwhile, sophisticated inventory management systems track every pound of fruit from the moment it crosses our threshold, creating an unbreakable chain of custody that ensures traceability all the way back to specific orchards and harvest dates. Workers move with practiced efficiency, their movements choreographed by years of experience and continuous training in food safety protocols. Each person understands their critical role in maintaining the cold chain that preserves flavor and ensures the safety of products that will eventually find their way into lunchboxes, beach coolers, and backyard barbecues across 3 nations. Part 5. The purification ritual. What happens next transforms our facility into something resembling a high-tech spa for fruit, where every strawberry, peach, and cherry undergoes a purification process that would be considered luxurious by human standards. The washing and preparation area represents one of the most critical phases in our entire operation, where the transition from farm fresh produce to food-grade ingredients requires precision, gentleness, and an almost obsessive attention to detail. Multiple washing stations create a progressive cleaning system that removes field dirt, pesticide residues, and natural waxes while preserving the delicate cellular structure that maintains flavor.